Okay, so guys, you did a great job into 3D figures. I'm really impressed. All right, and then we talked about this circle. Circle not only could be a sphere, it could be a, what, guys, shout it out. A cone, what else? A cylinder, so there are lots of 3D figures we could have drawn. Because I found this awesome table that walks through different properties of each 3D figures. So we can name stuff, we can call stuff prisms, we can call them pyramids, we can call them cones, cylinders, spheres. Now you can go through this. Now what I love about this is it's very specific. What I don't love about it is there's exceptions to it. So let's go through the different shapes and see if we figure out the names for them. All right, here we go. I need hands in the air. Tell me shapes that you can see inside this 3D figure. Like if we took our scissors and we cut off one piece, what would come out of that piece? Does that make sense? Ashley, what do you see in that figure? Triangles and rectangles. Okay guys, will you write that on your notes? We're going to count how many triangles there are and how many rectangles there are. That'll help us classify it. Okay, so write those two words and then count up. How many triangles do you see in there and how many rectangles do you see in there? Okay. Hands in there. Actually, show me with your fingers. How many triangles do you see in that picture? Let me see with your fingers. We got all these bunny ears. All right, so you're saying you see 2 triangles. All right, show me with your fingers how many rectangles then? 3 rectangles. Okay, here's what you've got to think. You've got to be able to visualize these figures and be able to set them so they'll stay on a table. So with this, you want to choose, all right, what shape can you lay this on so that it's laying on that, and then above it is that exact same shape. Does that make any sense? Let me visualize this for you. So we've got 2 triangles, right? So if we flip this onto the triangle, above it would a triangle be there? So think if we flipped it this way, so now it's laying this way, would above it be a triangle? That's how you can think about this. Go for the two things that would be facing each other, and that's how you're going to classify it. So this one would be a triangular prism. Because the triangle, if we're going to use geometry terms, the triangles are actually the lateral faces. Okay, so if we look at the directions, it says name the shape at the base, then classify each figure. So this is classifying it. Maybe put that on your notes so you remember what's the difference between classifying it and the base. Okay, the base is where we had to make the choice of what we were going to lay it on so that it's showing on the same side. So the base in this one would be a triangle. So let's go to the next one. 1 second. Let's go to the next one. So this one, I feel like it's already kind of in the right spot for us. When it's standing up, is the same shape on top and bottom? What shape is that? Circle, so what's the base? Alright, so we can say the base is a circle. And then if we're classifying it, because you know the shape, what is the shape? Good job, cylinder. Okay, so this one, the question is this going to be a pyramid or a prism? You gotta think Egypt, right? This is going to be a prism. The pyramid would have triangles on the edges too. We'll have more examples of these. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this one I gave you choices. So number 1, you've got to think, all right, what are the shapes going on in there? So what's the base? And then how would you classify it? So take a second, look at those, and let's make a choice. Actually, before we make a choice, let's do test-taking strategies. There's got to be something in there that's ridiculous. So let's take out the ridiculous one. Does anybody see one in there? They're like, it can't be that one. That doesn't make any sense. Izzy, what do you notice? How come? Why can't it be a square and a cube? All right, I like that. Good job. You have another one, Casey, that you want to take out? Which one do you want to take out, Casey? Square and rectangular prism. Can you justify that? Totally. That is great. She said it's got to be a cube. All right. You guys see another one? So we can just look at these and eliminate it. Tika, what do you see? What the? I wonder if that's even possible. a rectangular pyramid. So you don't think it's D either? So guys, what are we left with? It's gotta be. There you go. So write down your base. Write down your classification. Rectangle is the base. Rectangular prism. Guys, these are really great examples of what you might see on the CRT because they're not going to make you sketch the 3D, but they'll make you name it. Okay, are you looking at number 2? Let's do the same thing. I loved how you guys eliminate stuff. Can anybody eliminate A, B, C, or D, but justify it? Sarah, go ahead. Okay, rectangle and rectangular pyramid. I agree. Nicely done. What's another one that we can eliminate? Taylor, you got another? Totally. Rectangle, rectangular prism. That doesn't. It's not this. It's not number 1. And that's what rectangular prism looks like. So, what do you think? Which one is this going to be? Because the only difference between letter B and letter C is one is a pyramid and one is a prism. Ashlyn, what are you thinking? I agree. How do you know, though? I like that because it has rectangles for the lateral faces. Nicely done. Good job. Did you get that down? So for the base triangle, classifying it triangle and prism. Let's keep going. Do we really need to eliminate on this one, or can we just nail it first off? His hands in there. Tell me what the base is, and then classify it for us. Okay, James, can you handle this one? What's the base? Okay, so it'd have to be either A or D. All right, name it. Which one is it? Totally. It's absolutely D. Probably great if that was on the CRT, right? You'd get 100%. All right, number 4. Same thing other than, do you know what the base is on number 4? Can I get a hand in there? What do you think about this one? Go ahead, Teddy. Totally. So it's either A or D. Which one do you think it is, Teddy? Totally a cone, right? We know what cones look like. It's been in construction forever on 13 years. Okay? Nicely done. Alright, we have that. I hope this isn't confusing. Oh, so just scroll out there on one. How many more do we have? 2? Oh, there we go. What do you guys think about number 5? Oh God, this has. Alright, Taylor, what do you think about number 5? Okay, so it's definitely a triangle. So it can't be A, and it can't be D. Taylor, can you keep going? What do you think about this one? Do you think pyramid or prism? Pyramid. Ashlyn, let me tell you the trick that I think. I think pyramid's always got to come to a tippy top. So this has a tip top, so this would be B, best answer. So write it down. Base triangle. Classification, triangular pyramid. Okay, anybody have an idea on number 6? What do you think that shape is? This one I taught you tricks how to graph this one, how to draw it. Sarah, go ahead. What do you think? Alright, you don't think it's A or which one? D? Alright, now this can be your C. Remember, what do you guys think? Sarah, keep going. B, square, cube. Guys, club choice if you agree there. Okay, guess what? I tricked you on this one. I would totally take B or C. They're the same thing, but we're more used to cube. So if you want to keep writing cube, I'm totally fine with that. But if you want to jot that down in your notes, the square prism is appropriate. It's totally fine.